Hello everyone. Today I'll be taking us through how to measure our superstructure, and a major part of this superstructure that I'll be, showing us is the measurement of our beams. Our beam is very much important, and then we need to, pay attention to details and know how to take measurement for it. So, and I have also been able to, pick up a drawing that you will see different kinds of shapes. Like on this part, you can see that there is a curve here going towards this angle, and it might be difficult if you really don't know how to go about using the software to take care for this to take off for this very part. So it's going to be that difficult for you to be able to accurately measure for this very part of the beam. So I have put up this drawing just to show us a way of going about measuring for our beams, whether straight or curved. All right, so for you to measure a beam, what you have to do first is you have to note that your tools here on the menu bar is very much important. All right, so we'll be using our linear tool to take off for our beam, and you know that in most of the drawings you'll be seeing there are going to be details, very many details of your beams. Maybe your beam divided into parts, or divided into different sections, or divided into grids. So you're going to be seeing that, but this particular one is just one type of beam, and you can see the parts cut out, which can be referred to as our section here, showing us the depth of both the beam and the slab. And our slab in this case is 150, and if we subtract our 150 from 450, we're going to be having 300. That means the thickness of our beam is now 300. All right, so and then if you click on this drop down arrow, you will notice that we have few more options under the linear tool, and one among them is this linear cubic meter, and also we have the linear volume in cubic meter. So you can actually use either this first option or the second option. They can both give you the same result, but let me go with the first option and then start to show us how to go about measuring for your concrete work for your beam. So once I hit on this linear cubic meter, I'm going to have a prompt or a pop-up in this form, that is requesting that I type in the name of the very item of work that I want to measure. And of course, that what I want to measure in this case is my beam. So I'll type in the name beam. Okay, then what's the height of my beam? This height at this point is referring to my depth, the depth of my beam, which we've seen from this section, that is going to be 300. And again, note that my unit of measurement is in meter, so I will type in 0.3 on this very form, and then again is requesting for my width. You can see the width of my beam from this section is 0.23 or 230 in millimeter. All right, so I'll type in 2 meters. Let me get rid of this and type in 230, and that represents the width of my beam. And then I am okay with this color. If you're not okay with this color, you can always make adjustment to that and then select your most preferred color, but I'm okay with this. I will go ahead and hit OK. So I can always use my scroll wheel on my mouse to zoom in and zoom out, and I can also use it to pan. So let me start from this point. Okay, I'll have to go across. This is a different beam entirely. So because they can actually be cast in a way, let me get rid of that. Okay, so when you get to this particular part that has curve, there is a simple thing. You can see that if you drag down, it will keep giving you a straight uh, line. But what you can do at this point is just to click on your keyboard A, and once you hit on A, you will see that there is this instruction that says I should click at the middle of the arc. Of course, this is an arc, so if I hit on this side, which is my, you can see that I can turn it to either side or any side that I so desire. So with this is also giving you instruction to click on the next point, which will be the last point of my arc, and is going to be at this place. So once I hit on this place, my arc is already established. Then I go on with my other parts, and then keep on clicking, and then you can see that I've been able to cover that part, and also trying to cover other parts where I have my beam. All right, so quickly let me click, finish that up. So this is my external, and then I've omitted this part, but I can always come back and include that. My digitizer is still active, so I can just do that with few clicks, and this part have been covered. All right, let me also add this part. Okay, you see, going from this side to this side. Okay, okay, this side to this side. Okay, then we have this part remaining here. Then we have this part here, then this part. Okay, so that we don't over measure, we'll stop here. Then we'll keep on clicking until we are done with all the beam that we can see on the drawing. You can always click backspace if you make mistake. All right, then you will undo the action that you have taken, that you seem not to. Okay, just have a few left, so you can always zoom in, so you can click at the right point. Okay, then we'll have these two internal remaining. Let's see. Okay, then right click and stop, and then from our left hand side you can see that we have 11.1 cubic meter for all our beams. All right, and if you click on this, you will notice that we have every other details for your beam. displayed. Again, you can always check out, right click on this very drawing, and then you show, or you can always check and uncheck this to have your details just the same way I have on my drawing. Okay, so that is all about measurement for concrete on the beam. Okay.